Hey, I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and today we're going to be talking about I can't get her out of my mind, but she says it can't be. That's today's coaching chronicle with one of you guys reaching out to me on this topic specifically. And what's going on here? Super fucked up situation. A guy's married, but he's working with a girl, and he really likes the girl that he works with. And he's basically trying to be with this girl that he works with while he's married. It's a very complicated situation, so let's hope that we can give him some clarity here on what he can do. But the theme of today is that lust will destroy your life if you let it. If you let lust run your life, it's going to get you into a lot of trouble, man. And this is a very desperate email here, very scarcity mindset. And the first thing that I teach in my program is you must talk from a lover's frame and not a friend's frame. And friends with women is you being in a scarcity mindset and not knowing natural attraction, while abundance shows that you are a lover, that you are more indifferent to what happens. And indifference creates attraction. He goes, I'm reaching out because I'm truly lost and need clarity about what's been happening in my life. No hi, no compliment right off the bat, man. That's a big no-no. My situation's complicated. Yes, it is. And I feel like no one else could possibly understand. But I know if anyone can help me untangle this, it's you. Well, the answer's going to be pretty simple right off the bat, man. Don't cheat. He said, here's what's going on. I've been married for years, but there's someone else I can't stop thinking about. My supervisor at work. So not only are you going to cheat on your wife that you've been married to for years and you gave your commitment to, and you told in front of basically God that you were going to be faithful and loyal with her and be by her side through thick and thin, and you're going to mess that all up for a supervisor at work, bro? It's crazy. Sounds crazy to me, man. Especially your supervisor, man. Like you're not only going to lose your wife, but you're going to lose your job, bro, because of lust. He said it started innocently, sorry I could not read for a second. It started innocently enough, just conversations here and there, but over time, I developed feelings for her. Oh boy. And here's the thing, she's recently divorced, and I can't shake the sense that there's something real between us. Is there? We'll find out in a second. The other day, after not seeing her for 5 weeks, we embraced tightly in the office. What does that even mean? Did you hug her? Did you kiss her? And she even let me kiss her on the hand. She let me kiss her on the hand, something she had previously told me not to do. What? Why would you kiss her hand, bro? Like you're acting like she's a princess, man. You're talking to her as if she's on a pedestal. I held her hand feeling hopeful, but when I asked her out, she completely shut it down. She told me that we couldn't be anything more than friends. Good for her. Because she knows you're fucking married, bro. But I feel like she's just saying that to protect herself. Maybe. She's probably saying that because you have a ring on your finger, or she knows that you've been married to your wife for years, and she's not trying to get in the middle of that. Never mow another man's lawn, as the old saying goes. And she's like, I'm never going to mow this guy's lawn. First thing you gotta do, dude, is get fucking divorced, bro. If you don't want to be with your wife, dude, why would you drag on the misery, dude? She's probably sitting here like, man, like my husband doesn't love me anymore. I'm kind of stuck here. Just divorce her, man. Pay the fucking fees. Get the divorce. So you can actually just go be with somebody that you actually want to be with. Because chances are you married this poor woman out of scarcity. You probably had nobody else at the time. It was a great time at the time because you finally met somebody and connected with her, but you'd lost interest in her clearly, dude. You don't love your wife anymore. Why would you stay with her, man? And let alone, why would you marry that person when you know in your heart and in your fucking gut that she's not the one, dude? Don't do that shit. I'm convinced she has feelings for me too. There have been moments where she let her guard down and it feels real. But then she swings back to saying we have to keep things professional. Here's where it goes. Here's where it gets messier, he says. Recently, she went to our boss and told him that I was after her, he put in quotation marks. I can't tell you how much that broke me. It felt like a betrayal, especially after everything that we've shared. I don't understand how someone who's given me the signals, who I felt so connected to, could turn around and do that. Well, dude, if a girl goes to her boss and she says that you're after her, she probably felt creeped out, dude. There's a little bit of some creepiness in your approach, especially kissing her hand, dude. Kinda weird, bro. I don't think I've ever kissed a girl's hand before in my fucking life. It's just fucking weird, man. Don't do that shit. Well, can I kiss your hand, your highness? Why? She's creeped out, man. You're probably in the fucking break room. She's like, God, nobody's around, dude. This guy's fucking hugging me and kissing my hand, dude. Like, that would freak me out, bro. I'm getting PTSD just reading this, man. I can only imagine what she's feeling. And then she goes to her boss and tells her boss that you're being a fucking creep. This is not going to end well for you, man. I'm telling you, dude. Life is going to come and life is going to ruin you, man, because of your desperation here and because of your lack of good decision making here. You're like, I just think it's such a good idea to not only cheat on my life or cheat on my wife and go against a commitment that I made to not only her but myself and God. I'm gonna do that all for a supervisor at work just to kiss her hand. You're about to throw it all away for a kiss on the hand, man. It's crazy to me. I know this whole thing is a mess. I know my marriage is at risk, but I can't get her out of my head. Your marriage is definitely at risk, man. You should divorce your wife or make it work with your wife, but you gotta choose one, man. You can't be in the gray zone with that or it's gonna destroy you. But I can't get her out of my head. Well, you gotta get her out of your head, dude. I think about her constantly. When a guy says, I can't get her out of my head, that basically means, I don't really want to get her out of my head. I'm just not trying to get her out of my head. I'm just gonna let my emotions run my life. And when you let your emotions run your life as a man, dude, you're going to destroy your life. I think about her constantly, and no matter how much I try, I can't let go of the hope that there's something real here. You're desperate, dude. You're being a creep. And you're in a scarcity mindset. You're telling me that this is the only girl on the planet? No. You have your wife, too, on top of it, but you don't love your wife, clearly, or you wouldn't be talking to other women and kissing other girls' hands and going to the lengths of having girls be so creeped out by your approach that they're going to their boss saying, yo, this guy's being a little bit of a creep, man, he's after me. It's ridiculous, dude. Like, you're a grown-ass fucking man doing this, bro. Like, get it together. What should I do? Is this all in my head? Yes, and what you should do is either divorce your wife or make it work with your wife. And if you decide to make it work with your wife, you gotta cut this bitch off, man, that you're kissing the hand of and be like, hey, out of respect for my marriage, we cannot continue talking anymore. I really appreciate everything you've done, but I'd prefer to keep this professional, as you've said in the office here. And so if you need anything, let's keep it professional. And that's all I have to say about that. You have to address that with her and have some closure with her if you're going to make it work with your wife. And if you're going to make it work with your wife, you should go to her and you should tell her the fucking truth and be like, hey, I fucked up. I feel like I've caught feelings for other people because I have not been present in our relationship, and I deeply apologize for that. And if you want a divorce, I totally fucking understand. But I can't live my life like this anymore, not being truthful to you and not being truthful to myself. And I want to make it work with you. If you don't want to make it work, I totally understand. But again, I apologize and I'm sorry I've not been a man in this relationship. I've not been your man. I've treated you like shit and I want to make it right now. And I found my bad. The battery died. But now we're back online. So what I was saying was, dude, you got to make it work with your wife and you got to say that apology to her and you got to make it fucking work, dude. But if you're deciding to end it with your wife, you're probably not going to be able to get this girl at work, man. She's totally creeped out by your behavior. So either way, you got to scrap this relationship with the girl at work and just not talk to this girl at work. And just go no contact with her, which means I'm not going to talk to her. I'm going to let her come to me. And that's all I'm going to do. So if you decided that, but either way, you have to figure things out with your wife first, man. Stay with her or you got to start the divorce process. But either way, you got to take care of that first, because if you can't take care of that, dude, you're not going to be able to do anything else with your relationships ever. Like, life will just not allow it, dude, because life said, hey, you made a commitment, you have to vow that commitment, or you have to basically break contract to move on. That's what you have to do, man. It is a life law. There needs to be closure there. And so you need to take care of that. He said, or is it just fighting, or is she just fighting her own feelings? She doesn't have feelings for you, dude. If she had feelings for you, she would not have went to her manager. Look at her actions, bro. If you want to see how a girl feels about you, dude, look at her actions, not her words. She was probably creeped out in the break room. You probably fucking cornered her ass. And she's probably like, okay, I'll let you kiss my hand. Jesus, like, just let me out of here. and like you're hugging on her and shit, and she's like, man, dude, I'm like, you're really close to losing your fucking job, man. Like, you're really close, dog. Very close. Because you're acting like a creep, dude. And she's only saying what you want to hear so she can get out of there. She's like, please don't let this guy corner me in the fucking break room again. Like, dude, you think you're being smooth and shit, bro? Dude, I bet your game is sloppy, sloppier than a baby's diaper, man. Like, you got shit to improve here, bro. After you divorce your wife, then come talk to me about my program, dude. But I can't help you in your current state, bro. You have to take care of things with your wife first, bro. How do I move forward from here? Either with or without. I can't read today, apparently. Either with or without her, dude. The girl at the office, dude, just consider that done. Like, that's terminated, bro. That is cut. She is totally creeped out. If a girl ever goes to her manager and talks to her manager about how you're being a fucking weirdo and saying you're after her, dude, there's no chance for you, dude. There's not a chance in snowball chance in hell. It's just not gonna happen. So don't even do anything more, bro. Like, you can't do anything more, bro, or you're gonna lose your job, man. And then once you lose your job because of a girl and your wife finds out about that, you're gonna lose your wife too. But you should be honest with your wife, man, and just tell her what's going on either way. And then you have to make a decision. Do I divorce my wife or do I stay with my wife? And in my opinion, dude, you shouldn't have married a chick who was going to end up this way anyways, man, where you lost feelings and sometimes you guys grow apart, though. I get that. You see that in relationships. But most of the time, people marry out of scarcity and desperation over genuine, actual love. And if you married out of love, you can grow back together. But it sounds like you married this girl, especially by the way that you're acting with this girl at work. You probably did the same thing with your wife and you married out of scarcity and desperation. Especially if you're saying things like, I just can't get her out of my head. It means you have no other options, bro. It means you have no confidence in yourself. And you got to fix that first, dude, or you can't even have a successful relationship at the end of the day. He even said at the end, I'm in desperate need of guidance. Well, that is my advice for you, man. And I hope that you do the right thing as I've talked to you about in this email. If you don't, come back to me in 2 years and let the fans know how it worked out for you if you don't follow my advice here. I think we all know how it's going to end, though. But if you're a guy and you have a great career and you're already divorced or you're not going through it, like anything like that, and you're ready to get back into the dating scene, you have everything together, you have a great career, great life, but girls are kind of like that last missing piece in that relationship and you have no idea, and it's frustrating, it's confusing. And you're inquiring about getting some help from me and my team, you can book in a call. If this is on YouTube, you can link in the description below, or you can message me here on Instagram as well, and message me about the program as well. Message me the word ready, and we'll talk and go back and forth to inquire about my program and see if this would be a great fit for you. And so on that note, I'm Selna, America's face of dating. I'll see you guys next time.